We do have a few minutes for live questions. Any questions from audience? So I know the details of this thing, but just for clarification, can you comment on the uh, like the differences between the competitive ratio between the maximization version and minimization version of this problem? Are those the same or different?
So the competitive for maximization versus minimization, yes, the competitive ratios are different, but the factor by which they degrade the optimal online algorithm is
Is the same.
essentially the same, where it's based on the the partitioning factor between each bidding price.
Mhm. And on the partitioning, is this sort of the equal partitioning of over the function, or it comes with some twists also there?
Um, yeah, so initially we actually tried seeing how well equal partitioning would work, but we found that it was uh, pretty suboptimal. And rather than equal or uniform partitioning, what's more important is the ratio between each bid, which is why we settled on using um, this partitioning ratio.
Sounds good. Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Andres.
And is there a way in your framework to incorporate some kind of predictions on the win, for instance? I mean, there's I know that it's pretty unpredictable, but there's a fairly amount of correlation between successive slots. So maybe adding throwing that into the model may improve your competitive ratio somehow.
Um, so the question is, how would predictions on wind or just renewable generation in general, how would that affect the competitive ratio? Um, I think that with predictions on renewable generation, uh, it would make the net demand less unpredictable. Uh, and so in practice, the res the performance should be much better because in the plot we showed earlier, just the regular electricity demand is also pretty straightforward to predict. But if we have predictions on both electricity and wind generation, then the algorithm basically has uh, access to it knows what the future demand traces will be. Um, so the performance will be much better, but it still has to deal with uncertainty in price.
Yeah, of course, of course. That's another problem. I mean, you may infer the correlation between the price and the net energy available, but that's a different problem. It's harder.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. A quick comment that like for incorporating the price, the prediction in price, we have a follow. I don't call it a follow-up work. Another paper that uh, is going to be presented in NeoRIPS, which like tackles the core problem of like one-way trading that is called K-min and K-max search in this presentation, that says that, okay, so if you have a prediction for the price, how you can incorporate that prediction and redo the analysis to be in good shape once the prediction is in good shape, and still worst case bounded. So that's for the core problem once the prediction about the price is available. Okay, good. Let's move forward to the third presentation. So, okay.